Long way, get this shit a long way, shit a long way. Long way, hit the long way, 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 shit long way, 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 shit a long way. Gotta get the shit a long way, get the shit a long way. Gotta get the shit a long way, get the shit a know but she don't really understand, man. Gotta know but she don't really understand, man. Gotta get a meal but she don't understand. She be trippin' every day, she be trippin' every way. But I gotta get this shit a long way, tryna get money every single way, tryna get money every single day, get money every single way, every day. Every day we gotta get paid, every day we gotta get paid, I'm feeling like we be the new slave. No, we gotta finish rich, no, we gotta finish rich. Got a new bitch, she don't understand rich. She don't understand niggas, gotta get rich. She don't understand, sometimes we gotta hit lit. No, we ain't hit lit, tryna get the long way, tryna get the shit the long way. Coach is tryna wrap up a entree. Told you the other day that did my phone strong. We gon' shoot the long way, we gon' get the long way. Get the shit the long way. My bitch be trippin' back and forth like a phone way. My name is Tori, I ain't playing games, just another Tori. Yesterday she told me that she about to leave, I said fuck it, bitch, we gon' get some money. I said fuck it, bitch, I'm about to get some money. So what I do today, I went and got some money. Cause we gon' get the shit the long way, we gon' get shit the long way, back and forth like the pong way, man, I'ma get the shit the long way, get the shit the long way, just the only way today, because they go with shit's crazy, we gotta wear a mask, we the new slaves, and we be wearing this shit like every day, we be okay, we gon' be okay, they gon' be okay, they gon' be okay, for so we gon' get this shit the long way, 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 we get shit the long way, cause we gon' be okay, we gon' be okay, we gon' get the long way,
Alright, what's up everybody? Hello. What's up, Mr. Tinfoil Hat, Owen, Nick? What's going on, sirs? Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host and the founder, LJ Young. I am not SMD itself. SMD is a family of people that think like me. And what is that? They share my gift, and my gift is that I have the gift of knowing that capitalism is psychological, split into two parts, positive and negative. The people that live on the negative side of the economy are called debt slaves. Those are people that believe they can own with absolutely no money of their own. People that believe they can buy houses with mortgages. People that believe they can buy cars with car loans. People that believe they can save for retirement while having student loan debt older than the retirement plan itself. People that believe they can save money on driving a financed electric car. Those are called debt slaves. Now, the psychological part is this. They don't know that they're debt slaves. Okay. They absolutely do not. They believe they can own equity and mortgages. They don't even have the money to buy the house, but they'll finance it and then believe they own the equity in something that they didn't have the money to buy. Those are called debt slaves. Now, I used to be a debt slave all the way up to in my 40s, right? Till I woke up, found Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey said, take the calculator and my baby steps and get out of debt. Since I was an engineer, I said, that's easy enough. Let me try that. And then I did it till I got to the part of Mr. Ramsey's plan where he says, when you pay off all your debt except the mortgage, start putting away 15% into retirement. That's when I said, hold up, Dave. Hold up, Dave. Hold up. When I put in my mortgage payment minus my mortgage balance in the calculator, I see a large negative number. That means I don't have 15% of anything to put anywhere. That's why I left Mr. Ramsey's plan, because I knew everything after that wasn't for me, because I knew I still didn't have any money. So I said, oh, that's part of his business plan. Okay. He's going to send you to some vested pros that are going to break the laws of mathematics or something. I don't know. But that's called business. Which is none of my business. So I left. Once I got to the other side of zero and looked at my credit report, I realized my credit report was nothing more than an owner's ledger. It just kept track of all the businesses that owned me. And since I didn't owe anybody else, nothing was on my credit report anymore. Nope. My credit score was nothing more than reward points for staying in debt with the owners listed on my credit report. I was like, wait a minute, that's proof I own the business of myself. Sure is, yeah. You mean I never owned anything? I'm just talking to myself. You mean I didn't own anything in my entire life? Absolutely not. Not even yourself. Not even the business of yourself till just now. So then, I was so excited. I went to go tell all my friends, and guess what? They ran away from me. I was like, hey, wait a minute. I'm gonna show you something really simple. Look at this calculator. It can free you. They didn't want to hear none of that. Then that's when I knew I was on to something. I was like, wait a minute. What I'm saying is mathematical facts, but you guys don't believe it? Nope, they don't. That's the I didn't know it was psychological at that point. Okay. I just trust me, I didn't cross over to zero and just say, hey, wait a minute, it's all psychological. No, it doesn't happen like that. I'm just fast forwarding it for you. That's when I started SMD. Do you know I talked to myself for like the first 3-4 months, probably half a year. Every time I went live, I was just talking to myself. You know what? I didn't care. Did not care. Excuse me. And voila, now you're on the channel. SMD. Every day I learn something new, a new perspective. Just you see the title of this video? Debt slaves are the currency. It's you. Debt slaves. Think about it. I want you to, well, you can't really think about it. I'm going to share something with you. You guys are the currency. It's you. Listen, if currency doesn't exist for you, that means it is you. Like, here, let me give you an example so you understand that you are the currency, okay? Open up your calculator. If you're a homeowner, this is what I want you to do. Open up your calculator, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal. You see that large negative number? That means you are the currency. That means it's you. That means you sold yourself for a house to the bank for that much money you see on the calculator. That means the currency is you. Now, you probably still don't understand, right? So this is what I want you to do. Here's another one I want you to do. I want you to hold some money in your hand. It doesn't matter, long as it's a some kind of currency, whatever, paper currency. It could be anything, gold, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But I want you to use paper currency. Open up the calculator, put in the amount of currency that you have in your hand, minus your car payment, and hit equal. Now, according to the calculator, do you have currency in your hand? The answer is no. So that means the currency is you. Now, when you look at now look at it with your eyes. Do you see currency in your hands? The answer is yes. But which one you going to believe? The calculator that's never wrong, or your lying eyes? Which one? Now you could take out the paper currency. Say like put $100 worth of gold in your hand. 100. Put it this way, so you guys can understand. Nothing changes. Okay. Say like you were holding $100 bill in your hand. Okay. And then you put in 100 minus your car payment. According to the calculator, do you have $100 in your hand? The answer is no. Now pretend you put down the $100 bill and you picked up $100 worth of gold. Okay. According to the calculator, do you have gold in your hand? No, that means you're the currency. Now you put that down. Okay. You pick up $100 worth of silver. According to the calculator's not changing. Have you noticed that? The calculator says, I don't care what you pick up in your hand worth $100. It's not there. And if it's not there, that means it's you. If you have a $100 bill in your hand, minus your car payment, and you look at the calculator, you see a negative number, right? That means you don't have $100 in your hand. That means it's you. You Because if you're holding it, that means it's you. Because you're not supposed to hold it. It's not supposed to exist for you. But if you have it, that means it's you. That $100 you have in your hand, that means it's borrowed. It has to be. That's the only way you could be holding a $100 bill in your hand. Because you had to borrow that $100. That's why you have it. Have you noticed? I don't know if you're a follower, you might be brand new, but I don't know if you have noticed, but there is no other channel like mine on the internet. Did you guys notice that yet? There's nobody to compare me to. Have you guys noticed that? I do things nobody else does. Show my entire credit report for the world to see on the live. You guys can just go find it. Type in Credit Karma, go through my videos, type in Credit Karma, go look at it. Now remember, I made that at age 50 too. Make sure you understand that. That age is very important so you know when you go look at it. That's at 50 years old. Currency only exists for the people on the positive side like me. Like if I took that same $100 and opened up the calculator and put in 100 minus no car payment, that means I have $100 in my hand. You guys get it? I hand that same 100 back to you, it vanishes according to the calculator. The calculator says, I don't know what he's holding, but it's not $100, nothing. That is true. Time is time, period. Nothing stops that. I'm just glad that I live to see freedom. I live to see true freedom. Debt slaves, you guys don't get it. When I hear people complain about taxes, I turn to them. I want to say, do you have car payments? Yeah, that's why you're complaining about taxes. Taxes are the law. You complaining about it's not going to change anything. So it's time for you to understand them or leave. But I don't know where you're going to go. Capitalism is all over the world, and they all got a tax system because the main source is you, debt slaves. You guys. None of this works without you, and you guys are there by choice. You guys are the currency. You think the paper, you think, hey, listen, when you drive by banks and those people get all panicky, hey, are they casing the bank? There's nothing in there. You guys think there's paper money in there? That's you. You guys are in there. The accounts. You think they need money in those vaults? No, debt slaves. It's you, your account. They're digital. Ain't no money in those banks. You ever see some star say, "Hey man, I tried to go in here and try to pull out $30,000. They didn't have it on hand." I know they don't. They don't need to. You guys think digital, you guys are all worried about the, oh my God, they're going to go full digital and they're going to get rid of it. They already done it, debt slaves. You guys whole world is digital. What are you talking about? If you got a mortgage, that means your whole life is digital because you have no money. You have a mortgage. What are you talking about? You ain't got no money? Man, they're going to really be able to control us then. What are you talking about then? They control you now, debt slaves. That includes me. I want you to understand. I'm just on the positive side of it, okay? I don't want you to think I'm excluded from anything. I don't want you. This been here over 250 years. I'm 53. Okay, so you guys understand that. That's the hey, listen. I'm just on the positive side of it. Debt slaves, you guys are there by choice. That's your fault. Just like it was my fault. When you go on a car lot and sell 84 months of your life for a car, you're a debt slave. That's only debt slaves do that. I want you guys to understand something. It only takes one day to buy a car. If you walk on a car lot and sell 84 months of your life for a car, I don't care what it costs, and you do that, you're a debt slave. Only debt slaves do that. Sell the time in their life for a vehicle, a depreciating object with interest. You got to be crazy. What's up, Owen? What's up, Kay? You guys are the currency. You think I'm taking financial advice from people with a person with 20-year-old student loan debt? You guys don't even know to ask that question when you guys are looking for financial advice from people. If you take some listen, if you take some financial advice from a person that has 20-year-old student loan debt, that should tell you that they haven't invested in themselves first. I'll be like, "Hey man, didn't you go to college for 4 years?" "Yeah." "Then why are you paying on it for 20?" And if they turn to you, try to give you some kind of excuse for it, you turn in mid-sentence and you walk away. That's called slave splaining. You think I'm taking financial advice from a person with student loan debt older than their children in high school? Are you crazy? You haven't even invested in yourself. What are you talking about? Investing. I'm not looking past your personal credit report at all. That's why I put mine on the internet. Nobody else does what I do. Have you guys got that yet? There is nobody like me on the world wide web, on any platform, on any social media platform. It's a privilege that I'm on YouTube. I said I better go with the biggest one on the internet, free, everybody can get to, and everybody comes to my channel. Everybody's, what is he selling? What what is he trying? I don't know how he's. If you're asking all those questions, you're on the wrong channel. You're not listening at all. If you got car payments, the currency is you. Sometimes I like to go over to the government's website where they print money and tell you how much it costs to print it. You guys ever done that before? Probably not. That's none of your concern. They're not hiding anything. So I go over there and they print $100 bill for 8 cents. 8 and 6/10 to be exact, but we're gonna go with 8 cents, okay, for now. 8 cents. So since debt slaves have no money, Say like there's a debt slave that's got a mortgage, car payment, student loan debt, all this other, and this debt slave make $100 an hour. Now the debt slave is deep in debt, so the debt slave doesn't know that no money exists at all for that person at all. But in their mind, they think they're making $800 a day. In their mind, I'm like $800 minus taxes, whatever, right? Let's just go with gross. $800 gross per day. But when you go back to what it costs to print, 8 times 8 is 64 cents. The debt slave really made 64 cents. Minus taxes equals work for free, debt slave. That's a choice, though. It was here 240, 50, 60 years before I was here. So I'm just looking at it. You are the currency, debt slave. It's you. I keep showing you that it's you. Now, if you're tired of it being you, all you got to do is just come see me. If you want to go through my videos, that's fine. But if you want to step on the Star Trek Enterprise transporter beam platform, come see me. That's what it's going to feel like. So you can get out here and start getting treated so bad, debt slaves, because you guys are treated bad, very bad. It's horrible. It's really horrible to watch. I'll be like, damn, that was me. Here I am, college educated, speak well, 4-year degree, computer engineer, this and that. And all I was the best kind of debt slave there is, the one in the educated, in the middle class, deep in debt. I was the best kind. Do you guys know that when you guys are in the middle class and you're deep in debt, guess what? You can't get out of that tax bracket, debt slaves. You guys are stuck. You can't reduce yourself. If you're in the middle class right now, right? You can't reduce your tax bracket. So just go look at it. Go look at your tax bracket and understand that's what you're going to be paying, and you can't do nothing about it. Why not? Because debt slaves can't reduce their tax bracket. They can't. That's impossible. Why? Because you guys are the currency. You can't do it when it's you. How are you going to reduce yourself? You guys are the taxes, the money, the everything. You can't reduce yourself. Open up your calculator, put in your car payment minus your car balance and hit equal. You see that large negative number? That says the currency is you. That large negative number says you're not supposed to be driving that car. That's what the calculator says. The calculator saying, what car? You didn't buy anything. What are you talking about? What car? Matter of fact, what phone? How are you even reading this? How you even using the calculator? What on what? You're not supposed to even have anything. What's up, Andre? It's like they want you to be like them. The debt slaves, of course, they want to assimilate, just like the Matrix. That's a documentary. That is crystal clear. That's absolutely crystal clear. You guys are in the background. We're S&D is like the Neo and that whole team that can see everybody. You guys are in the background, but you guys don't know. You guys are just going throughout your day, just paying bills and finance and taxes. And you guys, listen, debt slave, you guys finance. That's why you guys hate taxes so much, because you guys finance them. Every time you finance a car, a phone, say like this, say like you went and financed the phone for $1,000. Okay, with tax, it came up to, let's just keep it simple. It came up to 1,100 with tax. You guys finance $1,100, which includes the $100 worth of tax. That's why you hate taxes. And when you're in debt, you can't save money on taxes. That's why when you hear people, you can legally not pay taxes. And you're like, what does that mean? You'll never know that because you're a debt slave. Debt slaves can't do that. You help yourself. You save time for everybody, and everybody that's part of the system. You save trouble. They don't have to come looking for you. Everything's there. Everybody knows all the pieces. It's really simple. It just all makes mathematical sense. Everything's explainable with math. Listen, even if there was a mistake during some tax paperwork or whatever, it will be easily explained with mathematics. Like if you put it this way, so like you're one of the people that are cheating on your taxes, because it's a lot of you guys that do it. Don't think it's just you. Millions of you guys do it. And you guys, listen, you guys all think you're doing something different. You guys have a pattern that you don't know you have because you don't know you're debt slave. Only debt slaves do that. What's the purpose of, if you're cheating on your taxes, you're cheating on yourself. When you come to the positive side, that's cheating on yourself. If I don't like it, that means I leave the country. That's what that means. There is no other choice. So you just understand it. Oh, that's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works. What's up, Omanike? You guys are the currency. I keep telling you it's you, but you don't listen. That okay, let me say it another way. It's always going to be that way too. Okay, it's always going to be that way. There's only one way it's going to change that, and I don't even want to say it. So it's always going to be that way. All you got to do is just understand it. That's all you have to do. Instead of participating on the negative side, you participate in it on the positive side. You're still participating. If I live here, that means I have to participate. My social security number is the EIN for the business of myself. You guys understand that? My social security number, my SSN is my EIN for me. What's up, T Cizun? Once you come to the positive side and you understand what that means, that your credit report is your owner's ledger, man. Did you guys I know you guys are you guys are so focused on that credit score. It's like those movies when they're worshiping, they don't like the Wizard of Oz, they're behind the curtain. That's a private business. Did you guys know the credit agencies are private businesses? That's not a public entity. No different than sports. Hey man, that's my team. No, it's not. That's a privately owned business. What are you talking about? Oh man, this been my team for 30 years. No, it hasn't. I was put it I was never into sports growing up. I'm like, I just can't dedicate my time and life to that. I just know. And then people make it seem like, always try to make it seem like there was something wrong with me if I didn't like sports. Oh man, you don't like sports. I just go, no. You know what I used to think when I was at that age? I used to say, how much are the owners making? That's what I used to say to myself. Anybody in the owners' families, do they play football? No, of course not. You might see coaches and their kids getting out on the football field, but owners, no, you don't see no family people from the owners playing football. That's absolutely not. You got one body, and you need this body till the end of your time here. Football is going to mess that up. That's a possibility. No, thank you. I'm not doing none of that. I don't care. Listen, if you went to a job, now everybody knows this. This is not, and this is just my opinion, but it seems like it's very obvious. I'm sure when these guys sign these football contracts, somewhere in there says there could be a possibility that this game could end your life. Something can happen to you where you won't be here on earth anymore. Somewhere in that contract, and we're not responsible. I bet you it's in there somewhere, right? Now, if you went to a job and in your contract, say like it was just a regular old computer job, and you just sitting at the desk, and somewhere in there said, by the way, if you something here ends your life, da da da, you would be like, I'm not working here. That's a possibility. Yeah, that's a possibility. But you sign. Oh no, I'm not. How could that be possible? You wouldn't work there. But if they pay you enough money, you'll sign the contract. That's their business. I don't care. That's business. People be listen. People be getting off on it. Somebody get a broken leg or a foot twisted the other way, or they got their helmet knocked off. People, the crowd goes crazy. Are you crazy? I'm not going out there. You might as well go back to the Roman days. No, absolutely not. How much the owners make? That's all I care about. When I see somebody, because you got to remember these are privately owned businesses. Those are privately. They don't have to announce the players' salaries. Have you noticed that? They always tell you how much their players are making. They don't have to do that. That's for you guys to focus in on them. Oh my God, he got a $500 million. If the owners can pay him a $500 million, how much are they making without using their bodies or their family using their bodies? Everybody's living long, luxurious lives. When you come to the positive side, your whole mindset is different. Everything's different. I don't look at stars and famous people, rich people the same way you guys look at them because it don't mean anything. You guys need to understand. Once they hear me speak, that's it. Worldwide, instantly. You're probably thinking, well, LJ, how do you know that? I keep telling you guys, I am unlike anybody on the World Wide Web. I keep telling you guys that. Nobody's like me. Nobody's like this channel. There is no other channel on the internet like this one. That's a fact. I'm not just saying it because I got a big ego and he must be a narcissist. No, I'm just telling you facts. I'm gonna be doing this until the day I die. That's what I'm gonna be doing it because I know how rare it is. It's a gift. I was the currency just like you once mortgages, car payments, saving for retirement, thinking retirement's an age, and I'm seniority on the job, man. I got 10 years in on the while I'm carrying student loan debt the whole career. Are you crazy? I wish somebody would have said that to me. What are you doing, Linnell? What are you doing? Remember when you went to college, man, you was pushing yourself so hard. Instead of 4, you got it done in 3. Remember that? Yeah. Then why are you keeping your student loan debt for 8? Does that make sense? Does that sound like you went to college, LJ? You go to college for 3 years, but you pay it for 8 years. Does that sound like you went to college? No. If your student loan debt is older than your mortgage, the bank already knew that you were not going to pay off the house in 30 years. It didn't matter how many years it is because you haven't even paid off your student loan debt. You think you're going to pay off, you're not going to pay off a house if you haven't paid off your student loan debt. The bank already knows that. That's why you have an FHA mortgage. Regular mortgage are for regular people that don't know you can't buy a house with a mortgage. Okay. FHA mortgages, which is a subprime mortgage, those are for people that really, really don't know you can't buy a house while having student loan debt. You really can't. You can't buy a house if you have collections. You can't buy a house if you got only you barely have 3% to put down. That's why it's 3%. They got to get something for you for all that paperwork that somebody got to pay for all that paperwork. Because they know you're going to be in it probably about 4 or 5 years and then you're done because you are the currency. You come asking for a mortgage and you got a 20-year-old student loan debt, you're getting a subprime mortgage, debt slave. The bank is going to abuse you because you don't know you can't do that. Then you become the currency. You got an FHA mortgage, you're the currency. You got PMI, you're the currency because only debt slaves pay that kind of stuff. See how they do, you guys? Then you can come to hey, listen, you come to the positive side. I help you understand how it works. You create a successful business, and then you sell to the debt slaves. Because you guys got to understand, debt slaves can't buy it. Listen, if you're a real estate person, if you're trying to get into real estate, listen, debt slaves cannot buy anything without the bank's permission. Okay, you guys got to understand that the housing market would not exist if it was not for the bank. Okay, that's clear. So if you come to the positive side, you sell houses to debt slaves with mortgages. Of course, debt slaves ain't got no money. They ain't even got money to buy phones. You think they're gonna have money cash to buy a house? No. When you come to the positive side. Say like you're in the real estate, right? You come, I show you how it works. You come to the positive side, and then when you clear your credit report up and it's empty and it's nothing, and then you go into the bank and go get a loan from the business side, they're gonna know that you know by looking at your credit report, not your credit score, the inside of your credit report. They might even ask who you've been talking to. You're gonna say, why? We don't see people at your age with no debt. You create a business and you have no personal debt and you got money in the bank and you already proof did your business, you know it's going to make money, and then you go to get a bank loan. The bank is going to know that you know, and they know they're going to get their money. They know you're not going to, they know you're going to be very low risk. Because I'm not saying loans are bad. That's just, listen, that's just part of the system. Okay, it almost, if you just follow the taxes, it kind of tells you what you need to do to okay, in order to avoid this tax, you need to do this. Go get a loan, and it comes this way, and it's not in whatever. It doesn't matter. Just okay, that's the way you want me to go. Okay, we'll just do that way. Long as I'm saying, listen, as long as I'm saving money on taxes, I don't care because I know you guys can't do it. Business, hey, listen, business or personal. If you're in personal debt, 9 times out of 10, you're in business debt, doing the exact same things as you did. Because if you're in person, put it this way, if you're in personal debt and you've been in personal debt all your life, and then you go to create a business, your personal debt, your personal finances is going to mirror your business finances. Excuse me, your business finances are going to mirror your personal finances, guaranteed. You guys are going to be co-mingling, buying business stuff and buying personal stuff with your business card. This is clear. You guys are, when you're the currency, you guys are easy to see. The way you guys talk about money, retirement, years on the job, seniority, all this other stuff. Calling your job your home, and you got a mortgage, but you spend most of your time at work. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, my house is worth this, but you live at work and you're making mortgage payments. Did you guys know you don't earn anything until the bank gets back all their money? When you guys talk about appreciation, equity, value, all you gotta do is open up the calculator, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance, and hit equal. You don't earn anything until the bank gets back all that money you see on the calculator. That's when you start. Let me get this straight. You see a house, the house is 400,000, you don't have 400,000. So you go to the bank and say, "Hey, bank, can you loan me 400,000 for this house?" They say yes, and then you sign the documents. Now you think you own it? You stay in it for a few years, you're like, "Oh man, it went up in value about 100,000." Not for you. You didn't even have money to buy it. You think so now you think it not only do you think you own it, you think it went up in value for you. And now you think you got equity. Yes, that's exactly what they want you to think. And then they're going to reach out to you. Hey, you got $100,000 in your house of equity. You want to take out a home equity line of credit? You're going to say yes. Hey, and then you can pay off those cars. You're going to say yes. So you can get so they can get that car off their books because you're making payments to them too. They probably own the house and the car, and they just want that depreciating car off the books, and then you refinance and pay it off with the HELOC. Thank you. Yeah, you can save on the interest and all this, whatever that's gonna make you believe you can do that. They always seem to reach out at the right time, huh? Woo, I was man, good thing the bank offered that. Of course, they can see everything you're doing because everything you're doing goes through them. You're the currency, debt slave. Ain't nothing in those vaults. I don't even know why banks have all those cameras. Ain't no money in there. That's just to trick you guys. What you gonna do? Break in and steal some accounts? Those are the accounts are the most valuable pieces of currency in there. It's you. You think it's there? You think it's in the bank? Can you imagine? Imagine somebody going in there, holding up a bank and stealing like $10,000 and get caught, and then they go to the government website and see how much they print money for, and find out it costs 8 cents to print $100 bill, and say like they got $10,000 in all hundreds. And then you add that up and see what you're going to prison for, because that's a federal crime for stealing. Listen, for stealing paper. Are you crazy? No, I'm not doing any of that. Before you even think about doing something like that, you gotta say, why am I going to risk the time of my life for some pieces of paper? You got to figure that problem out right there. Why am I willing to do that? 9 times out of 10 is because you are the currency. You ever wonder why you can never catch up? Because it's you. You're chasing yourself. Oh man, every time I get to the top, man, something else happened. Yeah, it's gonna be like that for the rest of your life, but you don't have it doesn't have to be the way it's happening to you. When you're on the positive side and things pop up, guess what? You just have the money to get it fixed. Oh, that broke down. Take it to the shop, it's fixed. You know, when I go to the shop, I always pay for my stuff in cash, right? When I drop I'd be like, hey man, take your time. figure it out. They be done lickety split. Boom. Next day. I be like, I told you to take your time. Not when you're paying. You get put to the top of the priority list I got put to the top of the priority list at the mechanic shop, and I wasn't even trying to do that. Hey man, something. Hey, bring it on in, LJ. Bring it in. In and out 2 days. I'm like, whoa. I'm not in a rush. Just take. Oh, we got it done for you, LJ. We got it. It's in and out. The majority of people, when they get their car fixed, they got to use a credit card. They got to finance a repair, finance tires, finance brake jobs, finance oil changes. What's up, QJC? What's up, Enigma? Wardford? Raining Woman, if I didn't say it already. The more I see, debt slaves, you guys are working for free. Absolutely free. And you guys own nothing. That's absolutely. And I know when I call you guys the currency, I know it's very difficult for you guys to even understand what I'm saying. What do you mean I'm the currency? It's like when people say, when I was in the debt matrix, people would say, hey, the clock is man-made. Well, you don't really understand what that means until you get out of it. You're like, oh, that's what that means. Yeah, it's just a tool. The clock, the time on your phone, the one on the wall, those are all tools. You don't When you get out of that, you don't really need that tool unless you have I don't need it unless I have an appointment. And I still don't need it because I set an alarm and it just lets me know. Okay, it's like I set my alarm to say, okay, from this point on, you got to start using the tool of the clock because you got to be somewhere, you got to do something. So I'm trying to my alerts let me know when to use the tool of the clock. But when you're in the debt matrix, you're looking at that thing like every 5 minutes. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Looking at the clock at work. Oh man, I got 2 more hours. If you're looking at the clock and it's like you get off at 5 and you start looking at it at like 3 o'clock and you're looking at it for like 20 minutes, that means you don't want to be there. What are you gonna do about it? Step number one, you got to stop being the currency. That's step number one. When you're in debt, you're the currency. It's you. If you're making payments, it's you. Payments, payments are a dead giveaway. That is you. That's a dead giveaway. Mortgage payments, it's you. Car payments, you. Paying back your 401k, you. Then how am I saving for retirement? You're not. Half you guys contribute to retirement at different jobs, totally forget about it, can't remember how much you put in, it's gone, lost somewhere, you can't even find it, don't even know. Some of you guys totally forget. I mean, when I got out of debt and finally quit my job, I was like, you know what happened to these four? You know how hard it was for me to even look for that stuff? Totally not even thinking about it. Oh, whatever. Work at a job, and a job where they mandatory you to put in a 401k. You just work there for a year, and then you just leave. Totally forget about it. Not saying the money's gone. I'm just saying it's sitting somewhere, earning interest, doing something. Who knows? I don't know. That only happens to people who are the currency. Horrible place to be when you're the currency. I'm just here to share something with you guys. That's it. I'm not here trying to change your mind, think I'm better than you. I'm just trying to. I try to lay out the facts first, right? There's nobody like me on the internet. Okay, that's a fact. Everything I say is mathematically true. That's a fact. I can prove it. Okay, remember, everything I say I can prove with mathematics, so it's a fact. If you don't believe it, that's your problem. There's nothing I can do about it. If you don't believe math, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I would want to do. That's just like saying, "Hey, man, 1 + 1 = 2," and somebody say, "I don't believe you." What do you say at that point? Are you going to try to convince them, or are you just going to turn and walk away? You're just going to turn and walk away because there's nothing you can do. This is the same thing. How many people you think can make the same claims as me? You got to just be honest with yourself. Have you seen anybody else do what I do? I haven't. You ever wonder why? You can't say, "Oh man, he's crazy," because I'm mathematically correct. So it can't be crazy. Yeah, he's right, man. When I do put in my mortgage payment minus my mortgage payment minus my mortgage balance in the calculator, I do see a large negative number. I do see that. He's right. Man, that's like $300,000. How long is it going to take me to pay that off? That's totally up to you. They already know you guys are going to refinance, and once you refinance, that's it. You guys are toast after that. After one, and you guys do it several times. There's people that have refinanced their house many times. Oh, I'm gonna do it for the interest rate to get it. They already listen. You're going to get some money too. After 2 or 3 times financing the house, you guys they know you're not paying off that house. It's just a matter of time now. So you know how many people are upside down in houses? People don't even really even talk about that. Just like a car, there are people upside down in houses. If that's you, that means you're the currency. If you owe more on your car than what it's worth, and you got this is how you know if you're upside down in your car, okay? If you have gap insurance means you are upside down in your car. Not only gap insurance is a dead giveaway that you're financing a car. That's a dead giveaway. It also says you are upside down in a car. So you're making payments. Listen, you're making payments on monthly payments on a finance car at an interest rate that's worth nothing to you. That's got to be a horrible feeling. You making payments. Say like your car's you owe 20,000 and your car's worth 10 and you're making monthly payments and in regular insurance and gap insurance. Oh my goodness. And if you have gap insurance, that means your interest rate is high. Your insurance rates and your finance rate. Oh man, they're just see how they do you guys when you're the currency? It just keeps going on and on and on. That's horrible, man. That's I can't, sometimes when I think back when I was a debt slave, man, it kind of just, I mean, I laugh about it now. Okay. It's funny to me now when I think about some of the things I did back. I finance rims, I finance car stereo systems, cars, of course, tires. And that, and people really don't understand when you pull out the credit card, you're financing whatever you're buying with it. Okay. Food, electronics, socks, you're financing that stuff. I remember I used to go into the car lot with my head up because I knew my credit score was just like 700, 800 back then. I was like, yeah, yeah. Once they run my name, they gonna know I'm dead serious. That don't mean nothing. I'm still walking on the car lot financing it. I did 10 for a hat. I did appliances too. I did electronics, TVs. Where I lived in South Carolina, they still had a rent a center. If you are walking into rent a center today, you are most definitely the currency, most definitely. If you're making biweekly payments on your car payment, biweekly car payments, you're the currency. If you got a kill switch in your finance car, you're the currency. If you finance the car at a buy here, pay here, you're the currency. You just don't know you are. It's horrible. Hey man, it's absolutely horrible. But it's business. Debt slaves, you put yourselves there. Bernard says SMD Live videos remind me that being debt free is a rare blessing that I shouldn't take for granted. For sure. The SMD family knows I will never take advantage of my gift ever. I had to earn it. I had to earn this gift. And I got a new one added to me. Check out my Six Sense channel. Link is in the description. January 1st, 2024. Link is in the description. Subscribe now. It's going to be another channel unlike any others. Just like this one. I'll be spending most of my time over there, coming back here periodically. But you guys got to understand, SMD videos are forever. When you guys see me on the new channel, and then you guys will come back and look at these old videos and understand why how the new channel was born. You'll look back on all the lives and like, he's not even at LJ no more. Nope, I'm not even at LJ no more. Not even, and listen, not even close. You are welcome, Bernard. If you got a kill switch in your car, that's bad. That's very bad. Very bad. I am grateful each and every day of being debt free. I will maintain it at any cost necessary. That's how you feel. When you come to this side, that's how you feel. You don't care what debt slaves say, think, how they feel about what you're saying. You don't even listen. I'm at the point to where I don't even hear debt slaves. I don't. I don't even hear them. Especially if at my new perspective. Oh man. I am so grateful for my experience. I wouldn't be the person I am today. There's so many, even though it was one big, It was a big old negative, but there were many positives that surrounded this negative. I had to earn these wings, people. I had to earn them. This ain't free. S&D family knows just to get out of debt, you got to sacrifice. You got to do things that millions won't do. My man Nick dropped 40 bands to pay off his student loan debt. You know how many people would never do that? 40,000. Oh, Nick, you crazy. Are you, man, are you 40,000? You know what you could have bought? You could have bought a car. You could have bought those new Vision Pros for your whole family. Man, even though it was well before the Vision Pros, I'm just using it as an example. And my man Tyler here, you guys, great friend, helped me out big time, big time. You guys have no idea, no clue. And we met at work, hit it off right away. We told a lot of jokes that we can only say amongst ourselves, but it was just automatic, and we've been cool ever since. When I first started helping him, we started him on the cell phone. Hey man, I came in, I said, hey man, you know you can save money on your cell phone? But he had a whole family. It was just me. So he's like, hey, whoa, LJ, I got a whole tribe to convince, you know. But now, totally debt free, owns everything in his life. Now he just walks around looking like a hippie all day. Uh, yes, I have balls to sell a house of 15. Yeah, that's big balls right there. You ain't lying. She was like, LJ, are you saying I should sell my? I said, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that you don't own it. Now it's that ball stays in your court. Next thing you know, she was like, I'm selling it, LJ. I was like, whoa, big balls. That's like 15 years of personal sweat feelings inside of a house you never owned. That's big. Congratulations to Omanique. Yes, getting out of debt was a sacrifice. Facts. I am so glad I did that. All thanks to LJ and the S&B family. That's what's so crazy, Nick. You already have it. You already had it to even save up that much money. I mean, that was a sign right there. There's not many people that had 40 bands in the bank to drop on a student loan debt. So that said a lot right there. QJC says, yo, LJ, don't forget about the debt slaves that finance riding lawnmowers. Yep. It's riding lawnmower. It's riding lawnmower that out there that can cost 10. Oh, yeah. Riding lawnmower. Yeah. Man, hey, man. I saw riding lawnmowers down in South Carolina selling for big dollars. Big dollars. I was like, yeah, you better believe they're financing those things. Better believe it. I'm loving the debt-free lifestyle, financially stress-free, feeling 10 feet tall and bulletproof. That's it. And now if you're new to the channel, I want you to read what he's saying. This is not an exaggeration. You you just I'm not saying that you don't care. I'm saying, well, okay, you don't care, but I guess it counts on who's because you're completely nice. You're not an a-hole. You're not. It comes off as that way because you don't really care about what other people think if it's negative. Okay. It's all about positivity. But when people come at you, it doesn't bother you. You're just like, hey, whatever, whatever. It's an energy that you give off and people pick it up. That's the best way I can explain it. You give off a different type of energy and people pick it up. Then it says, keep your mask up, guys, at all times. It's Normandy out. I keep pulling this out. 1 second here. Let me see why I keep pulling this out. It's under my leg. Oh, it must have been under my leg. Okay. All right. Back on track now. Yeah, I appreciate my friendship with Mr. Sonny, man. I just tell you like this. Once you come to the positive side of things, you're gonna meet different people. Because you guys gotta remember it SMD was born from first. It started out as Dad Ain't My Daddy. Dad Ain't My Daddy was the first before SMD was born, right? We thought that was funny because I had another one called Food Ain't My Daddy. But when I found Dad Ain't My Daddy, I started going with that. People start talking about the name. Oh, that's start joking about it. I was like, okay, I got to find another name because it's throwing the whole meaning. Then when I came up with Savings Minus Debt, that's just a mathematical statement. You can't. That's not funny. You just look at it. Savings Minus Debt. Okay, nobody's going to look at it different. But it was just funny. And then all of a sudden, just through the remember, hey Tyler, remember I was gonna do couples counseling, but nobody jumped on that at work. I used to take a lot of shirtless pictures and post them on my Facebook, right? And then a lot of coworkers saw it, and coworkers' wives saw it and said, "Hey, why is LJ always taking shirtless pictures?" And then I was the bad guy. So I wouldn't say I wasn't liked, but I was always looked at differently. You're like, hey, I don't want you hanging around. I don't want you hanging around LJ. Yeah, hippie life now, ponytail, shorts, flip flops. Boom. I'm so proud of you, Nick, for paying off your student loan. Congratulations for sure. Now, a lot of you guys have been following me for a long time, and maybe you got some questions, man. Now is the time. Because come my new channel, I'm gonna be spending a lot of my time at the new channel. I mean, of course, these videos gonna be up here forever for you guys to consume it, but I'm almost out of. I don't know what else to talk to you guys about this side of things. I really don't. I don't at all. I know how they do you guys every time, and student loan debt and payments and buy now, pay later places. Do you guys know only debt slaves use buy now, pay later? Only debt slaves use that service. And have you noticed that service is attached to every business you go? Amazon, Nike, Apple, Walmart. Have you noticed that? That's how many of you guys are using that service. People on the positive side do not use those services. Do not. We don't break a shirt up in 4 easy payments, paying weekly. That's crazy. They're making billions of dollars, man. Those guys came in here and cleaned house. Cleaned house. Now, when it finally comes to an end, bill collectors are going to clean house, coming after you guys for not paying that money back. I was gonna do it during 2020, virtual gym. Everybody be at home. But I didn't that never got off the ground though. I think it stayed in concept mode. It was just a concept. It's like getting in shape is like getting out of debt. People don't really want to do the work to get out of debt or get in shape. They just want to take a pill and get and just happen, right? That's the same thing with the debt. People hear me talk and they be like, "Oh, that would be nice not to have any debt." I see. Listen, I'm on my way to see what it's like not to even have a mortgage payment or rent payments. That's what I want to know what that feels like. That's got to be awesome. It's got to be an awesome feeling to have eliminated the largest monthly expense for the rest of your life. You just eliminated it. So you guys with mortgages don't look at it that way. It's like, wait a minute. What has been my largest monthly expense my entire life? Rent and or mortgage. If you eliminated that by paying off your mortgage, it's gone. You pay off your mortgage, you have eliminated the largest monthly expense for the rest of your life. There is no other investment that pays you like a mortgage payment every month. Listen, guaranteed. That's guaranteed for the rest of your life. Why? Because you don't have one. While millions of people around the United States and the world think rent and mortgage are as regular, as normal, you're supposed to have it, you'll be one of the people that know it's not. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, the people with no mortgages, they must be rich. No, they're not. They're regular people like you with jobs. They just don't have no debt. You're probably thinking, well, why would you have a job and if you have no debt? Because they know a job is a tool. It's not a career. They're not there to make friends. It's just a tool. It's like a hammer. If you needed to put a nail in a piece of wood, would you use your hand or would you use a hammer? You just use a hammer. And then once the nail's in, you put the hammer up. You're probably thinking, what do you mean? Say like their hours are 8 to 5. They get to work at 8, do their work. As soon as 5 o'clock comes, they leave. No bringing home work, no checking emails, no answering emails on the phone, no taking work phone calls after work because you didn't finish something. Anything after 5 is for free. The reason why I say that now, because I used to be a computer engineer, I did a lot of working hours for free. I used to work from home all the time, answer emails on my phone. Oh yeah, that's so and so. He finally got back to me. Let me respond. No, I would never say like I was to go back into IT with this mindset today. Back then, right? First of all, I would have never merged my phone ever. I would have never merged my phone. I would have had a total separate phone for my job. Period. No, I don't need you guys to pay anything. Well, the separate phone, I would have made them do that, pay the separate phone, but that's it. They got access to that phone. But I think, honestly, I think that because most of my jobs, they always offer to pay part of your phone bill. I think so they can have access to call you anytime they want. I would never do that again. I would never say, oh no, I'll just pay my own phone bill. I have a separate phone, pay my own phone bill. And if I'm working 8 to 5 and I get off at 5, I just power the phone off and put it in my desk because I don't need they're not going to be calling me because anything out of that is free. Hey LJ, we try to call you. What time? 6. Why you try to do that? I'm off at 5. Hey, you're not being a team player. Does team player involve working for free? Yeah, then the answer is no. I don't do that. Why? Because I'm gonna be dead one day. You think I'm gonna give it away for free? Taking unemployment for a month or two after leaving a company of slave spinners. Not embarrassed at all. I'm free anyway. Haha. I could I could go all year and still be free. Yep, that's what I'm saying. That's the feeling. Love it. Love it. Use it. That's what it's there for. Work all your life and people scared to use the benefits that you worked for. That's crazy. Some people are just bananas. It's like I don't care what anybody think. I've been working all my life. Now that I need to use them, I'm not gonna be embarrassed about them. I've been paying for it for 3.5 years anyway. As Biden, exactly. Everybody participates. We just when you do it, you just do it legally. No defrauding, no trying to cheat it, no trying to get something for free. No, I worked for 20 years. I'm not. I need some benefits. Absolutely. Love what I do, man. Love it. I'm so excited about the new channel. Oh man, I'm excited. I think that The purpose of for the S&D family too, the purpose of starting it January 1st is so by the time that time reaches, the feelings of the situation will be so so far, I'm not gonna say so far gone, but so just barely anything, right? Which will allow me to tell the story more objectively without feelings in it, right? Kind of to give people the perspective of my mindset then versus my mindset now, because I can go then and now back and forth because I'm not that person anymore. How did it happen? Why did I allow it? Et cetera, et cetera. It's actually a beautiful thing. It really is. It's like, it's almost like, because it's so close, it's almost like going back in time because I can still mentally put myself in the place, uh, because it's still fresh in my mind. I can just go there, right? And mentally, right? And I could just be there in certain situations that happened, and I could just go back there and say, oh, this happened here. Oh, why did I allow that? Why didn't I say this or that? And then you just kind of, and that's for learning purposes. You can say, okay, what was my mindset to accept this? Oh, this and that. It's really, it's really a learning experience. Use, don't abuse the benefits are that are offered by the company state. No shame in that. Just a tool for sure. And you gotta, Tyler was had to do some certain things with the state and all that stuff. They they didn't say no, but they didn't make it easy. You know, you gotta, oh, I didn't ask that question right. You gotta ask the you gotta ask the question right. It's weird. It's like they, you just don't call up and say, "Hey, I need this." They say, "Okay." You be like, "Oh, okay. I couldn't say it that way. I got to say it this way." Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Since you said it that way, yes, you can do that. Never let anyone mess with your mental, no matter how high and mighty they seem. They probably on the hamster wheel. Just statistically speaking, that's why they bugging in the first place. Yeah, you got to be, especially, I'm out of the workplace, but if I was there now, uh, I worked for 1 year when I was debt free, right? But I didn't have the mental state that I had today, so I was experiencing weird things. Like, okay, during that year, this was the first time in my life that I fully funded my 401k in 1 year. And back then it was like 19,500, right? And I funded it the whole year. And I remember HR calling me and they thought I made a mistake. They were like, "Hey, did you move this bar?" Because back then you could just log in, move a bar or something like that, and then and then that's how much you're going to be contributing. Well, they called me. They said, "Hey, Mr. Young, did you accidentally move the bar too high or something like that?" And I was like, "No, I did that on purpose." So they were like, "You know how much they're going to come out each check?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they was like, "Okay, we're just double checking." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I didn't really think nothing of it at that time. But now, today, I realized I had done something that maybe 0.5% of the company employees of the company do. Fully fund a 401k in 1 year. Because when you're in debt, and these are, listen, I'm talking about the people that make six figures, okay? So you guys can understand that. The people that make six figures cannot afford, the majority of those people cannot afford to fully fund a 401k in 1 year. And you're probably thinking, well, that's weird. Why not? Because they're in debt. That's why. That's why they called me, because I did something that very few employees ever do, fully fund a 401k in 1 year. I didn't know what I had done at the moment for the HR to call me. That's why they called me, because nobody does it. If that was a normal thing, they wouldn't have called me. They would have knew exactly what I was doing. I don't know if the CFO, CEO, whatever, if he got a bonus, because when I was leaving, now remember, at this particular time, I forgot what his title was, but he was in charge of this particular department. I hide, maybe high and by in the hallways. Hey, how you doing? Bye, but whatever, right? He wanted to see me the day I was leaving. I was like, why do you want to see me? We don't even know each other. We barely even talk. They were having a board meeting. He brought me into the board meeting. I had no business being in there. I was just a regular worker. These were senior VPs and everything. They were sitting around on the side. He was the head. He put me at the head, and he went to the end of the table and said, "Hey, LJ, I heard you leaving, and want to wish you good luck. Where you headed? Blah blah blah." I was everybody on the side of the table looking at me like, "Why is he here?" And I was looking back at him. I was like, "I don't even know why I'm here." I got the same look on my face too. And then when I left perplexed. Why was I in that room? Maybe it has something to do with maybe got a big bonus, me fully funding the 401k. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Things like that just happen. When you're debt free, your mental state changes, your energy, more positive. You don't really listen to the news, and I don't really watch the news. I don't really pay attention. That people go, "Hey man, did you hear?" No, I didn't hear anything. Yes, I know there's bad things happening in the world, but I don't need to know about it every day because there's a lot of good things happening too. But as you know, the negative things are focused in on. But when you come to the positive side, that's all I focus in on: positivity, positive friends, positive things. And then when that, I tell you one thing for a fact: when you do that, positive things happen in your life, automatic, flows freely like a uninterrupted river. But when you're the currency, which are debt slaves, everything seems rough. You can't get ahead. Taxes are high. You got to move out of this neighborhood. You can't afford the rent. Car payments are going up. Insurance is high. You guys all talk about the same things because you're on the negative side of the economy. It seems that way when you're over there. When you come to the positive, when you come to the positive side, and you find out retirement is not an age, you're gonna be like, what? They've been telling me 65, and then I get some benefits, and then I can pull my 401k, but I got to put that. Yeah, for people that want to stay like that. Yeah. Where you got somebody that can tell you when to pull your money and you can't pull it, and you can't pull it to this age. Are you crazy? Stack your own money. You can pull it at any age you want, at any time you want. You have to wait for anything. I got to wait till I'm 65, 70, then I can enjoy my money. Says who? You work all your life for the money, but you're not going to enjoy it until you're old? No, no, thank you. I don't accept that. No, thank you. I see people around me that they believe the same thing. Debt free in your 40s and fully funding a 401k. Not many of those folks. That is one reason why they called you. Exactly. I know that for a fact. I was like, wow, that was weird. I didn't know at the time though. Because all debt slaves you guys talk about is the match. Hey man, I matched up to 6%. If you got a car payment, you're not matching anything. Say like, let's just keep it simple. Say like you put in $100 into your 401k to get a match or something, right? Whatever, right? But if you put $100 minus your car payment equals your match. I'm gonna do it one more time. Say like You took $100 and you put in your 401k so you can get a match. But if you open up the calculator, put in 100 minus your car payment equals your match. Well, LJ, that's a large negative. That's a negative number. I know. The calculator knows. You don't know. A coworker said to me the other day that I must be rich because I never because I never work overtime. I think Robert always talks about that too. Man, I mean, I see that today. People fighting for overtime. You fighting to stay away from home? You mean you rather be there than home in your bed and the place where you're paying a mortgage and you can sleep and enjoy relaxation? You rather be at work. I got seniority. I get first dibs on the uh, I get first dibs on the overtime. Really? You can have it. It's all yours. You must be rich. That is rich. Ain't that crazy? Absolutely bananas. I remember I used to think I don't know where I got this. I used to think a salary was a annual salary was somehow higher than an hourly wage job. When your salary, you're getting so abused more than you even know. At least with an hourly wage, it's clocked. It's easy to clock. I work 8 hours. I get this kind of rate. Blah blah blah. This is the money I get. But when your salary, and I'm not saying the jobs did it to me. I'm saying I allowed it because today I wouldn't allow any of that. I remember I remember back in the day, it's not like this anymore, but when I was an engineer, we had an on-call, right? And every few months somebody was assigned on call, right? But the on-call person was just the point person. The on-call person didn't know about all the systems. So if I specialize in a particular area in the system and something happened in the middle of the night, guess who they're calling when I'm not even on call? Me. You know what that meant? They own 24 hours of my life. They were paying me 40 hours a week, but owning 24 hours, 7 days a week. Because they could call me anytime they wanted, which meant I had to always have the phone on me all the time, just in case. That is absolutely bananas to me that I even accepted that. There is no way in hell I accept that today. His pockets must be full if he's not begging for overtime, Tyler. He must be rich. You got to be rich. Debt slaves, you guys are the diamonds, the gold, the silver, the stock in the stock market. You guys are the cars. Like I live in Washington State in Seattle. You know how many Teslas are driving around here, people? There are so many Teslas here in where I live. You would think they're free. I guarantee you 99% of them are financed. You guys don't even see what's happening, do you? And it's probably the same way in your city or state right now. Tesla's everywhere. You guys doing delivery jobs right now? You guys you guys doing all these delivery jobs, food and all this stuff? Those are you guys replacements. Do you guys see them? Teslas are everywhere. 24 hours a day. They will always be available. Always. Imagine, imagine when you call. Okay, think about the time you have to wait when you call a Uber. Imagine when you pull up a Tesla ride share, whatever it's going to be called, and it's there to you in 5 minutes. Who you think you're going with? Tesla. They're everywhere. The cars are everywhere. 99% of them are financed. So now those guys are going to participate. Hey, hey, they'll come out with some kind of campaign. Hey, you could save some money on your car payment if you would be part, have your car allowed to be a part of the ride share, blah, 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 blah. But first, you got to upgrade to auto driver. That's not free. You guys are going to pay for it, debt slave. All you guys with finance Teslas that don't have that are not paying for the autonomous driving feature. In order for your car to participate, you're gonna have to buy it. And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna finance it, debt slaves. You know what? You know what part of the market that Tesla's gonna reach? The people that are too afraid to order food because of the drivers. They're going to tap into a whole market. Imagine how many people are now going to order food delivered to their house in a driverless Tesla car. That's a whole different market. Congratulations, Mr. Musk. You mean my food will not be touched? It goes straight in the car from the restaurant and not touched till I open the door at my house? Yes. Tesla. You need a ride to get out of here? You open up the Tesla app, a car's at your place in 5 minutes? Oh man. Clean, listen, clean, not smoked in, not damaged and dirty. You're not drive around in a car, in a driverless car with spinning lanterns and all over the place and spinning signs and weird things. People don't want to, hey man, too many people staring. I hope you guys are looking for new jobs. I hope you're paying attention. This is this is just my opinion, okay? This is just what it looks like. When when this because this is how it's going to happen to me, okay? The majority of you guys right now that are doing all this delivery stuff, not the majority. A lot of you guys are not paying your taxes. I'm not going to say the majority, but a lot of you guys are not paying your taxes because you guys got pushed from W-2 jobs into 1099 jobs, and you guys don't even know how that works. So you're just not paying your taxes and you're working. You know how fast the states are going to approve Mr. Musk's cars to work autonomously, to do all these jobs that you guys are doing? And then you guys are going to get pushed back into W-2 jobs. And then they're going to get all that money back that you guys haven't been paying. You know how much money he's going to be making? He's been playing chess. Congratulations, Mr. Musk. Playing chess. He's not even thinking about this corner. He's going to Mars. He's using that money to go to Mars. At my job, we bid on shifts, and the guy that said I'm rich always takes a 10-hour shift and still works his day and gets mad at me because I only work 8 hours, 5 days a week. Mad at you. Ain't that crazy? Mad at you. You can do it too. Oh, debt slaves. Mm. You guys are the currency. You don't have to be. You can choose to leave. You can exit. You can exit the debt matrix just like I did. See you later, Omanike. You can exit the debt matrix. Will it be easy? No. Will people talk about you? Yeah. But if you notice, the people that are talking about you, they probably have car payments, mortgages, saving for retirement while having student loan debt older than the retirement plan they're saving for. If your student, listen, if your student loan debt is your oldest debt out of all your debts, with 9 times out of 10 that it is, that means everything in your life has to be financed. Has to be financed. I am. That's my little brother. Everything has to be financed. I'm gonna say it one more time. If your student loan debt is your oldest debt, that means everything in your life has to be fine. That's the reason why you're making payments. You know how many people get in relationships and don't even know what's on their credit report? I did that for years. Never even looked. That'll tell you everything you need to know about before getting involved with a person. Once you get out of debt, you don't date debt slaves. You don't marry, you don't procreate, you don't, because they will tie you to the debt matrix. If you marry, you that's crazy to even think about legally tying myself to a debt slave. Oh hell no. And impregnate a debt slave? Oh no. Oh no. I couldn't even imagine being in court, a judge dictating my finances, telling my money's gonna go for this debt slave that's just gonna waste it. Oh man. Give me flashbacks of child of family court. Oh, that was horrible, man. Oh, hey, man. Hopefully you'll get this judge. This judge is nice. This judge is me. Oh, man. So now we got to worry about the feelings of a judge because of myself. If you get so and so, she really just. Oh my goodness. What if she has a bad day that day? What if the judge? People forget that judges are married people too. What if they got in an argument just before your case? Why put yourself in that situation as a possibility? Judges are regular people too. For you young people, let me tell you something. You don't want that. You don't want family court dates, okay? You don't. Don't date debt slaves. I couldn't even imagine. Say like you're debt free and you did the hard work to become debt free. And you're like, okay, well, there's not many women that are debt free, and I still want sex and stuff like that. And then you have sex with a debt slave and you accidentally get her pregnant. You know how much you that'll put you in a bad place. Now, if you want to be in the kid's life, now at least you're tied to the same state as the person. You can't even leave if you want to be involved in your child's life. Now you got to stay close to the debt slave mother. Then you got to go to court every 2 years so they can reevaluate your salary and all this stuff so they can adjust the child. Oh my God. Some states will even make you pay college. Did you know that? It's like it's like that don't even make sense. Wait a minute. If they're 18, they're a legal adult. Yeah, that's true. But we could still make you pay for their college. Wait a minute. That makes absolutely no sense. Nope. Why be involved in it? Don't even get involved in that kind of stuff. That doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute, Your Honor, they're a legal adult. Yeah, that's true, but that doesn't matter. We can still make you pay for your legal adult. What's up, John? What's up, Wayne? Here in Palo Alto, everyone has a Tesla. I'm thinking of buying one. Hey, this is what I would wait. I would wait until they make student loan payments mandatory. You'll get one really cheap then. As soon as they start taking people the money right out of their checks and forcing them to pay student loan payments, that's when you're going to get a Tesla really, really cheap. Hell, Tesla might be even waiting for it. They might be waiting for that. Because you gotta remember, Wayne, that when these people are doing all these deliveries and they're not paying their taxes, the city's missing out on that money too. It's not just federal, it's city too. They're missing out all that tax revenue. When they finally get down this self-driving software, you know how fast these people are going to approve Tesla to be used in their city? ASAP. Because now now they'll be able to collect all that tax money because Tesla's going to be paying their taxes for sure. Because if you want to play, you got to pay your taxes. That's the only way you can play. So you guys think since you're delivering food and it's 1099, they can't catch you and all this stuff. That means you're not playing right. You guys don't understand. The people that you work for are paying their taxes and they're reporting to the IRS who they are paying. So they know exactly how much they're losing. Most of you guys have probably adjusted your lifestyle to not living off of gross income. You know that amount of money that you used to see on your W-2 checks under the gross, and you're like, "Ooh, I wish I brought that home." Well, you guys do now, and you've adjusted your life to it, which is a big mistake. Probably went out and got more deep in debt with payments. That's what makes you the currency. So if you've adjusted your life to living off a gross income because you're 1099, you are most definitely the currency right now. Most definitely. Because you're in debt to the one entity you don't want to be in debt with, the IRS. That's the one you don't want to be in debt with. That's a big problem. Out of all your debt, that's the one you don't want. And the longer you wait, it's not going anywhere. Your social security number is tied to that. That's your personal EIN, is your social security number. That's the business. That's for the business of you. That's why when people start coming out with them CPN, they're like, no, no. You don't mess with that. No, you go to prison for that. Nope. Imagine somebody, this was with debt slaves, that they'll go out and try to copy a counterfeit $100 bill, right? And go to prison for 10 years. And then they go see how much it costs to print $100 bill. They went through all that trouble for an 8 cents bill. Now you got 10 years for 8 cents. So for something that cost them 8 cents to make, you get 10 years of your life in prison. All you got to do is like, wait a minute. Why are tax violations, why tax laws penalties are so severe? Because there is something there that you can't see that's very important. This has been in place for almost 250 years. You think you're just going to be born and come along and just change it? Is that what you think? You know how long it must have taken to put all this shit in place? And you think you're just going to come along and do it your own way? No, you're not. Especially when you're a debt slave who is the currency. When it's you don't have no rights of anything. You're a debt slave. You want to believe you owned your mortgage house? What? Hey, debt slave, whatever. You just do it as long as you make the payments on time. If you got a raise and you think you deserve a new car and you go out and finance a new one, whatever. As long as you make the payments on time, debt slave. If you think you can invest in your retirement plan at work while having student loan debt older than the retirement plan you want to invest in, whatever, debt slave, do whatever you want, as long as you make the payments on time. You're the currency. None of it works without you. You think the housing market could exist without mortgages? Of course not, debt slave. It's you. You think the houses would make money if you wasn't in it? You're the equity in the house, debt slave. You. Open up your calculator, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance, and hit equal. You see that large negative number? That means you're the equity. It's you, debt slave. It's you. You don't own nothing. People that own houses with no mortgages means they don't have nothing to put into the calculator to calculate. There's nothing to calculate. What is a homeowner with no mortgage going to put into the calculator? Nothing. Exactly. This means they really don't want you to do it. Hey, if you copy this piece of paper, that's federal time. 10 years and then listen, not only 10 years, you're stamped for the rest of your life with a federal crime, stamped. Don't do this. Oh man, I think I can counterfeit it and get why do you want to do that? Why? What's the purpose of you doing that? I'll be seeing documentaries on YouTube and on TV. Oh man, I did this and that and this, and people be watching and be like, "Oh man, I think I can do that." First of all, you think what do you think you're seeing on TV? What they want you to see. And it's always a guy that got caught that he gonna tell you what to do. Why am I listening to you? You got caught. The people that don't get caught don't make documentaries about it because not everybody gets caught. There's just no reason to do it because you got to say to yourself, why am I risking the time of my life for a piece of paper? I'm risking something more valuable. Here's my life order: time and money. Time's number one, money's number two. Okay, just real simple. I'm not oh, what about family? I'm just talking about these two little things. All right, listen. Time is first, money second. If you're going to do something to earn money that can get you and put you in jail, that means you got money first, time is second. I'm saying this because I wish somebody would have said that to me when I was younger. Hey, LJ, if you go do that, that could risk the time in your life if you do that. That means you got money's first, time is second. Why is that out of order? What's the problem? What's the problem? Once you understand this, your whole entire life changes, your dating life, everything changes, everything. You won't, first of all, you won't date death slaves. Don't worry about getting married and all that because it won't even come close to that. Because you got to find somebody that's not a death slave. Good luck, especially the older you get. Good luck. If you don't wake up, you're going to be the currency until you're dead. If you're a person that has totally given up on your student loan debt, you're gonna be the currency until you're dead. I got some bad news for you. If your student loan debt is your oldest debt, everything around you that you see, your house and car, that's all an illusion. Payments payments are a hint that it's an illusion. If you're making car payments, your car is an illusion. If you're making mortgage payments, your house is an illusion. If you get a new iPhone every year and you're making payments on it, your phone is an illusion. Your matching washer and dryer, that's illusions too. Once you own yourself and you free yourself from the 40-hour work week, there's no going back. Because once you're out and you turn around, look at hourly wages and salaries, you're like, what the? And that's minus taxes. Why? Because you're using yourself to participate in the economy. That's the problem. You're participating in the economy as yourself. Once you get out of it, mm, and then you turn around, you're like, what the? How much is an hour? $20 an hour? But what? There's no going back after that. I'm just gonna warn you. Because when you're in the debt matrix, the first thing and only thing on your mind is to get a job. Once you get to the positive side, a job is the last thing on your mind. A job is the last resort. An hourly wage, and then guess who you're working with? Debt slaves, talking debt slaves, splaining all over the place. I don't want to hear you, debt slave. There is no way that would drive me bananas. No way. Hey man, yeah, I'm about to pull my money out of my 401k and get me a house. Get away from me. What's your problem, LJ? You. I quit. You just started an hour ago. I know. I can't take it. Hey man, vacation's coming up. I gotta apply for. I gotta put in. Hope I cross my fingers. Wait a minute. I have to earn this vacation time, and then I also have to get permission to use it. Are you crazy? The person with higher seniority, they get the good days, Christmas off, 4th of July. You're crazy. I'm leaving. I quit. I'm having every day off. Gossip, politics. They make funny with commercials. Hey, it's hump day and great, thank God it's Friday. What? All because you're the currency. Mad sitting in traffic, and you're in the reason why you're in traffic because the very thing you're in that you're making payments on is causing you to be in traffic. If you're in traffic and you're listening to this and you're making payments, that's why you're in it, because you're financing the very thing that's causing you to be in it. They just be picking you guys off like fish in a barrel, put you on the freeway. Okay, the carpool lane is $5 an hour to be in the lane, but if you want to use the express lane, it's going to cost you this. And then the cops are over there pulling you over for tickets for jump. Oh my goodness, your money's just disappearing, and you ain't even made it to work yet. Sitting in traffic. I can't even do. I remember back in the days when I was working, I used to sit in traffic. I'd be like, man, can I do anything about this? Yes. Stop making car payments. Now, when you hear me and you've been in your house for 15 years, you're making payments, and you've been telling everybody that you've been owning your house and how much the value of your house been up, and then you hear me and you realize you don't own nothing. All that money is gone. Yes, it's all gone. You just got to accept it. You mean John and Jan and those guys down the street, they don't own shit either? No, they're just like you. You guys are all debt slaves. You guys own nothing, not even yourself. Hey, Dad, I got a game tonight. Can you make it? No, I got overtime. I'll make it up to you. What, you got a time machine? Any game you miss with your kid, you're not making anything up unless you got a time machine to go back in time. You sold it for the overtime at work. So if you worked to get some overtime or get some money or whatever, instead of going to your child's game, you sold it for whatever you made at work. You sold that time. It's gone forever. Gone. That's what when I hear that, I just want to jump in and say, "You got a time machine somewhere? What are you doing with a job? You just told your kid that you're gonna make it up. Yeah, the only way you can do that is a time machine." Oh, that's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? I'm confused. When you're debt free, say like you're two people, man and woman married, debt free, got your own business, and you guys are successful. You get to be at every kid's game, event, student meeting. You guys get to be at every single one of them because that's what you choose to do. One thing I realize now, for most parents, school is like the daycare. Public school it has to match normal work hours because that's how it works. If they didn't, you guys couldn't have jobs. Hit that like button if you enjoyed tonight's show. My Cash App is SavingsMinusDebt. Shoot me an email if you want to schedule a consultation. I'm going to be on Kay's channel. I think I posted it, but Kay invited me to his channel on the I think it's on the 16th. Is it the 16th? Yeah, on the 16th. I will I will post the link to that. Matter of fact, let me go right now. Let me get this. Let me see something real quick here while I'm thinking about it. Just a second here. Man, I can post it right in here. 1 second here. Okay, business. Second here. Let me grab this this link. I'll be on this channel on the 16th. Yeah, there it is. Okay. 1 second here. All right, I'm gonna post a link in this chat real quick here. All right. All right. There we go. Now here's the link if you guys want to get over there and get a notification just in case you want to join that day. Like I said, if you like, subscribe, hit that like button. Thank you, sir. Shout out to my little bro. That's how it's gonna be from now on, little bro. That's how it is. The next, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. 6 Cents channel is gonna be, yeah. That's gonna look in the details in the video. Oh, I gotta get some water. Just a second here. Yeah, you guys ain't seen nothing yet. I'm a whole different person. I can't really explain it right now, but I'm a totally freed, unhindered, no holds back no more, free person. New channel is gonna be off the chain. I'm so excited about it. Excited. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy yourself. SMD family that got jobs, do your thing. Keep using your tools, stack your bread. Use the tool you need to free yourself with your own business so you can break that 40-hour work week. I want you guys all to feel it. I want you guys to all feel it, what it's like to break that 40-hour work week. Saturday and Sunday ain't special no more. It's just Saturday is the same as Monday to me. I don't even know what day it is half the time, and I don't care unless I have an appointment. Exactly, little bro. Unbothered at its finest. Unbothered by anybody. People can feel your energy. Me and my bro talk about this all the time. People feel your energy. When you're free, they just want to talk to you, be your friend. Why I want to talk to this guy? I know why you want to talk to me, but you don't know why you want to talk to me. I do. I earned this. Me and my bro, we talk about this. We earned it. Believe that. Earned. Shout out to Wayne. Everybody, Nick, thank you for joining. I don't know if you're still here. T Cizon, Dennis, Reigning Woman. I know Monique checked out on Owen. Like I said, check the link to get notified when I go live on Kay's channel on the 16th of November. All right, you guys have a good night. See you later.